and welcome to the new video of Gati Education. And today we are going to learn a new UML diagram, that is activity diagram. We are going to learn the activity diagram, and without wasting any time, let us start with the video. And here are the list of elements of activity diagram through which we will be able to draw an activity diagram. So number one here is start. This diagram is a bit similar to our flow chart, which we used to learn from our childhood. Like in the school also we have learned what flow chart is and how to build it, right? So this activity diagram would look a bit similar with the flow chart. To show the whole flow of the activity, this diagram is used. So number one element is start, just like we used to do in the flow chart. But here the symbol is different. For start, we use a bullet sign and then the arrow. This symbol means the start of the activity diagram. And is denoted with an arrow going into a bull's eye. Start means a bullet with an arrow, and end means an arrow coming to the bullseye. That means the activity diagram stops over there. It is the end of the activity diagram. Next element is the activity. हम खुद include हो जाते हैं just like that. The activity is the most important element of the activity diagram, and it is denoted with a symbol such as, I believe I am not that good at drawing, but yes, it looks something like rounded rectangle, and in it we write the activity which we are going to perform next, that is the functions or the activities which are going on in your system. Next is branches. Branches of the activity, just like there in the flow chart, it is something like decision making, true or false. The branches goes like this. And next is merge. Merge here means merger of two different activities to one activity. Two different activities to one activities means, in the use case diagram we have seen that generalization component was there, which used to generalize the things. Over there we took the example of ATM machine, and in that credit card, debit card was a generalized transaction. What all transactions we do, we can do with the credit card too and with the debit card too, but overall it is a transaction, right? So we generalized it to the transaction. Just like that, when we want to merge two things into one, this merge element is used in the activity diagram. And next is fork. Fork means यहाँ पे merge कर दिया and in the fork जुदा कर देंगे. That means when one component is divided into two. It may happen during the activity there is some activity which was one, and then further it gets divided into two. It may happen, just like I am from computer department, but there are two sections, C1 and C2, something like that. So this is used for such cases. Now, as we have covered all the elements of activity diagram, let us discuss it with one example. So we'll see it through the example of online shopping site. We'll see one example of online shopping site. So, as usual, first of all, we will start our activity with the given symbol. Then When we talk about online shopping, the very first activity which we do is obviously logging in. Log in or sign up. After logging in, what will be our next step? We'll view the items which we want to buy. So next activity can be display items. After seeing our items, what next we will be doing? Select few items for buying, right? So select items. We should write item and then S, because it may happen I only want to buy one thing. So selected that item, and next I can move to cart. So add to cart. I do not want to buy anything else, then I'll just go to cart. But what if I want to buy few more items? Then there should be a going back arrow, which may more selection. So I go back to the display item to display the item which I want to see, and then again I'll select the item and then I'll add it to the cart. Then next will be display cart. Whatever items I have selected should be displayed in my cart. And lastly, I'll pay for it. So payment. And here my activity does not stop, because as of now we have so many payment methods. So here we will be using fork. That is, I can use UPI, I can use debit card, I can use credit card, I can use COD option, and one more, that is pay later. So many options we get nowadays. So I am just keeping it like, I cannot draw a good symbol, so I am just drawing a rectangle. So here I used fork, but lastly the order gets confirmed. All these things get merged to one, that is order confirmation. When I get, then everything gets merged, and here I am, it won't be visible, so here I am writing this, that is order confirm. As my order is confirmed, next ready to ship. Delivered. And here my online shopping site's activity diagram stops. So I need to draw that symbol of bullseye to stop the activities going on. So this is how we can draw an activity diagram using these elements. We have used mostly every element, that is a start and end is so necessary. we initiate through a bullet and we terminate the activity diagram using the bullseye. And then these are our activities which are going on. Merge and fork is also used. So this is the best example for activity diagram that we have covered using all the elements of activity diagram. So this much for today's video, and we have discussed the activity diagram, its elements and the example too. So hope you understood it, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, be safe, keep learning. Thank you.